on about Strahd and stuff. We're in the middle of combat.
Yeah, I've got on my fucking TV in front of me, connected to my computer. I got the battle map set up in front of me, so I'm just sitting here looking. Tariq is right in the middle, but he ain't gonna be here tonight. He's literally standing between the two.
That's
there we go. That's
everybody.
I may have to pilot his character just for the sake of piloting right now.
Mm-hmm.
Put him with the sheep.
Yeah, the ogre just tosses him into the sheep pen. He's a halfling, right?
It's like yeah, ogre tosses him into the sheep. He gets polymorphed real quick.
Blends in. We spend the rest of the session trying to figure out which one he is. Right.
Do I have speak with animals? Nope.
Well, let's we'll get some hands going here.
And I should have paid you right before the session, so sorry for the delay on getting you your goddamn money.
Oh, I'm not sweating it, obviously. So
you're not, but I like to be not a piece of shit.
I appreciate that, definitely. When I saw it hit my account, I was like, yes, okay.
Yes, maybe.
It's like one's an oops, two's annoying, 3 is just disrespectful.
Hey, it's gonna come kick down your door and break your knees next.
I know.
Like you're asking to get interest on top of that.
At this point, I'm happy I'm not at the bar tonight. So, I mean, it was the last little segue. It was like one of the biggest nights all year in the bar. They made $1/8 last night in one day.
Not nice. What the fuck were you guys hosting?
It's called White Linen Night. It's like
what type of white linens are we talking about?
Yeah, I know. It's New Orleans tradition, but honestly,
the traditional South white linen doesn't.
Does not bode well. Trust, I know. And honestly, when I walked in there, I about had a panic attack just from the sheer caucasity and like the attitude I was dealing with last night. I could have flipped myself backwards, rolling my eyes so hard, but literally one girl where I was like, young lady,
I know all about players with fucking attitudes.
Well, let's get started back in the session. Y'all beat the shit out of Tariq and eventually banished him into the the nether realm there, and fought a ghost. Decided
I had one good. It was like
banishment was key.
Yeah, that banishment, like that idea was like I was expecting something completely different. I'm just glad that happened to work out for the best.
Yeah, you kind of anti-Casper the Casper.
Yeah, you banished the thing it was possessing.
Really cool ruling on that one in terms of what happened, but you guys made it back to, or rather set off to go get yourself some mead, and turns out the speaker at Goodmead had been terribly murdered. You tracked the creature back to a kind of cave system, and you've been fighting a rather large Furbeak, who also has a little bit of a stupider companion, but they both seem real intent on protecting the babies. And Rowan, the last we left off, you're at the top of the turn order here.
All right, so cool. Let's see. All right, I am going to shoot at that bloodied ogre, so let's see, let me roll an attack. Normal. Oh!
Way to start off. Let's go.
Starting off strong.
Oh wait, do I have an extra attack? Let me look at my sheet to see if I have an action surge. I don't.
See this late.
I think I used my action surge, and Do I only have one attack currently at this level of fighter?
Yeah, I think you pick up your second and fifth.
Damn
if
it!
I'm not
I
mistaken.
absolutely only have one action surge. All right. Well, let's see. Let me whoops. I'm gonna go over here real quick.
Absolutely. You may have to finagle the wall. There you go. Gate's right there.
Yeah, that's all right. Cool. I can still shoot from there. Awesome. Yep, we're good.
I think both of them are looking at you and pointing. We take babies.
Oh no!
And Miguel, they don't even seem to be paying attention to you much right now. As soon as Rowan went into there, it's like the scene in Kill Bill where you just hear the klaxons, wah 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 wah, and the whole ass kicking bit is about to start up.
Yeah, I'm gonna burning hands. Where's my, oh, there we go.
Hit end turn, right? Okay.
Oh yeah, you're good, bud.
Yep, I'm getting my template turned around. Okay, so I'm gonna aim this like downward so I just get the ogre here.
Absolutely.
Well, damn. Well,
Probably
5 damage then.
Something like this. Oh wow, that is not what I meant to do. Well, like that there. God, I've got a new mouse coming in tomorrow. The double flames kill me. Apparently my left click is wearing off, but yeah. Wow!
Jesus.
Still going.
The animations are crazy.
Well, that is all I've got. So, did it do it? I clicked in, turn it into it. Okay, try it again. There we go.
You do this 20 feet while hanging from the ceiling.
Yes, I was like shooting like downward basically.
Inspiration die.
A little car wash action here. I will take control of Tarek for his.
Wait, it was Raj.
Oh, Raj. I'm sorry, Raj. Go right ahead. I bumped you there.
Good. So. I'm gonna sneak attack him, this dude here with a green flame blade. Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, cool.
Just kind of get up in melee there and go swinging.
Huh?
I said get up in melee there and go swinging.
Okay. Okay. So just.
I think the green flame blade itself like wouldn't do anything unless. Actually, it is within 5 feet, so yeah, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
How do I use it? Do I gotta hit him with a dagger or something first?
Target him and then roll out the spell, and I think it makes you make an attack roll from there.
Mm-hmm.
If not, we'll figure it out.
It says standard roll, damage.
Do a standard roll. Standard roll will always put that spell card out, and that's always what we're looking for.
Well. Wait.
Now, if it's asking for a template, it's probably put it on this one right here. Otherwise, it looks like it's just going to be a melee hit.
So, okay. What the heck, dude? Every time I try to cast it, just brings my my character sheet back up.
It's having you put down like a fire graphic, which is on the guy right now perfectly. And now,
There we
yeah,
go.
make a melee attack with your rapier.
Right. Advantage, right? Right.
Say again.
With advantage.
This would be normal, I believe.
The sneak attack?
You get sneak attack because Tarek's right next to him.
Okay. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that.
First dice would have come out as a 3, so we'll take that as a miss. If that 12 had come first, would have been a little different. Do you want to use your bonus action?
Is that not a bonus action? Because I used the green flame blade.
The green flame blade is you make a melee swing, and that is part of the spell's action. So you still have a bonus action technically.
Okay. God.
Oh, just barely dodges out of your way there, Raj.
Alright. My turn.
Okay.
Who do you think Tarek should attack, guys?
Who's he closer to?
He is equidistant from both of them right there.
I'd say Target should probably attack the one that's bloodier, because I figure you want to kill one faster, right?
Yeah.
So he's gonna... I don't think he's raging. He's gonna rage real quick.
There we go. Now
The rage on him. Let's see. Should he go reckless, y'all?
Being in between both of them,
I'd say yes.
it's a bit of a risk, but yeah.
Why not? Targo smash.
Pretty much should always go
The faster we can kill one, the better.
You pretty much always go reckless unless they have like really high AC, which they don't. So
Hits the Verbig. That was his intended target. So he's going to hit for 7 plus the already factored in the rage. And I think that's it for his turn. Back around here. Tarek's still standing up well. I think he's getting a little annoyed. Probably turns back around and gives the other spear to Raj here. I'm tickled a little bit, Raj. Going to our ogre friend here, who has a chill touch. Gonna try and club him. Hard miss, though. Target's safe for another round. So we got a Maldron here.
How is Tarek looking?
Bloody. Wow, Maldron.
Okay.
Let's save some damage for the rest of us. Alright. You can give me individual damage rolls if you like. I'm kind of down with it. Get in there. Come on, RNGesus. One more? Oh, the first one missed. I'm sorry. No, my mistake there. I totally blanked. Anything else on your turn, Maldron? And if you are, if you're talking, we don't hear you. Haven't heard you since your turn started. I'm gonna assume. Oh, wait. There we go.
You sure did. For shit talk.
I will take your shit talk into effect here. Hugh, probably making us all feel like we're a little drunk here with your token.
Yeah, because of the mirror image spell. There's 4 other versions of me, all just standing around like, "Ha! Come at me!" So, you said that Tarek is looking bloody, right? Then
One more
I don't know
time?
exactly what you were saying that Tarek is looking bloody, right?
Oh yeah, he's looking a little rough for wear.
Well, then I am going to go ahead and cast Healing Word. Oh, come on, let me target him. I just had him targeted. Don't do this to me. And I'm going to do it at... let's leave it at a first level for now. As my bonus action, I cast the Healing Word. Let me do the healing.
Yeah. Nice.
Heal.
Very good heal for Tark.
Ooh! Max roll. And
Max roll.
as my action, I am just going to say to the ogre, "You big dumb idiot! How about you try and pick on somebody your own size?" Even though he has a dwarf standing in front of him. I hope he's not too wise. I need him to make a wisdom save.
I think. Oh.
There.
So go ahead and target him. You got him targeted. Hit the damage, and it'll force the save on him.
Alright.
He succeeds out. He's probably a little too dense to get the reference. Just kind of looks at you and goes, "No, baby!" Kind of holds out his club.
Well, that's the end of my turn. With my movement, I am also going to slip into the cage with the babies.
No, baby! He kind of bangs his club on the ground angrily. So we loop around to Rowan.
Well then. Yeah, you see that nice and bloody guy there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, he is going to get a... let's aim for that knee there. Okay, better. Dirty 20.
Much better.
Let's get some damage.
Warm up succeeded. Very
All
nice.
right. Yeah.
Very nice. Max roll.
Ooh! Ooh.
Ooh. He's still standing for the moment, but he is definitely holding on to a thread of life. Anything else?
Is his condition currently fucked up?
His condition is whoop ass has been opened.
All right. Yeah, I'm good there. So let me just end this turn and bring on to Nickel.
All right, Mikkel.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna switch and attack him. Actually, that's probably a poor idea, actually. Is there a spot I would be able to potentially get that I could hit the two of them and shoot, like, above Tarek? With, like, a burning hands?
You might be able to. I think, like...
He is a halfling.
I mean, he's on the ceiling as well.
Yeah,
I think something like this...
So
it's more about the placement of that graphic. If you can get them to line up right there in some way, I think it's feasible.
we'll try. We'll give it a try.
Yeah, show me your geometry, sir.
You plus me equals us. That's my calculus. What? That is my calculus. It says you plus me equals us.
Okay, that's targeting Tarek, even though I should probably be able to get it above him since he's significantly shorter.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say he'd be able to duck out. Let me move him out temporarily.
I don't know if it'll let me untarget him or not. They're still showing him targeted.
That's alright, I just won't damage him.
Okay.
Good burning hands.
Good, everybody fails.
Alright. So, Ogre friends not looking too hot.
Well, you
After
should
that,
be looking pretty hot after that. You guys got blasted with fire.
this guy is looking really, really hot over here. And this is also about the time I should mention that. Let me pull it up here.
The sheep are meat eaters.
There's a wolf lying amongst them. It springs out. No.
Weirdly enough, it's
I'll
wearing
throw
sheep's
an eye
clothing.
right in the middle of it.
Shit, he's a cat. Run!
Oh wow, I let my Patreon slip on something. We'll be spoofing some things tonight, boys.
What?
Oh, there's a bear.
Rasheen, you and Nikel here probably notice a rather large player 3.
There's a bear.
Yes, come in.
Large bear.
Hey, big bear over there!
Okay, if that's the case, I am going to.
Is it in a big blue house?
Yes!
Okay, I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to quicken a firebolt.
Excellent.
Does the bear's bed look firm or soft?
Unknown. He has come from around the corner. He is looking for a picnic basket, though.
Does he like porridge?
He may like mutton better. I said.
Terrible. Okay, and
Praise our Jesus.
in turn.
Oh, did you just barely singe this thing?
Yeah. the beauty of cantrips.
Alright. On to
Oh, man.
Sheen here.
Run up.
Got balls, man.
He's not gonna die from far away with anything I got. Attack. That.
Oof. That'll hit. That'll hit big.
And then I want to bonus action disengage.
Sneak attack?
Huh? Oh, sneak attack?
Yeah, you would have sneak attack because you have a companion next to them. If you want to. You don't have to burn sneak attack.
Oh, I want to.
Hey, look, if that's the way he wants it, well, he gets it.
Telling a rogue not to sneak attack is like telling a fish not to breathe water.
It's just not gonna happen. Like, no, let me get that damage.
Actually, it's not breathing, it's facilitated diffusion.
Whoa,
True.
Man, we're getting pinkies up now.
Honestly, Actually is one of my favorite shows.
I love that show, man.
Anything else for you, Reggie?
That's my turn. My bonus action disengage, and that's it.
Alright. No one really remembers Tarek fighting here, but
Did I hear a cat?
probably there's 4 of them around.
No, that's just Rajin.
That's
Big
his,
hit.
that's his disengage noise.
There you go.
I love it.
Solid cleave. He goes down with a thud, saying, "Butter babies." Thuds to the ground. Bear comes charging in. Sees the two companions there. Kind of smells at the ground for a little bit. It's like, nope. Nope, sorry, not doing this. Hightails it.
Now that's a smart bear.
You can go after him if you are so inclined to do so. Or we could let him go in peace. But that would take us to Maldred.
I would kind of saw that polar bear came in. He went back out. I'm actually, what I'll probably do is I'll look up. I'll go up north where the ogre came and check to see if there's any more companions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't
Is there
see
anything in
anything around. It looks like it goes around the bend. I can't really see, but it's dark, so there's no other natural light in here. And that's my turn. That's my 6 seconds.
Did you have a light spell on last time for me? Because I'm,
No,
you know,
Tarek.
blind human.
Tarek is the only one that has a light.
Mm.
And you do have the fire going that's providing the light, as well as a torch that was dropped over here.
Mm.
Because you have the spit of roasted meat kind of still going over here.
How's that smell?
A lot better than the soup.
So I'm assuming we're out of combat.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
Unless you're chasing after this bear.
No, I was going to kind of follow just to make sure it's leaving, but I wasn't going to attack it.
Now, how smart is this bear compared to the average bear?
He's not, depending on where you go, probably not smarter than the average bear, but smart enough. He's wise, I can tell you that. Bear would know the situation is screwed. And GTFO.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the bear. I'm going to sneak ahead.
As you follow the fresh bear tracks, it kind of leads, following that arrow there. This center area is a little bit interesting. It looks like it was once a full circle here, but it's obviously been carved or caved out since.
I'm going to go to
Yes.
the end of that hall and keep an eye out.
Absolutely. Mikhail,
Definitely leaving my spell up for a minute.
the area you're in is filled with a bunch of like different alcoves and shelvings that are around you.
It's in here. I'm going to check
Is
for
anything
traps.
in them?
They're like burial niches. They're 8 foot high, 5 foot wide passage that has these dozen burial niches carved into its wall.
Good, and then it just goes like back outside where we were. It looks like.
Well, it looks almost like a different entrance.
Yeah. See. Is that-
Regine, going up to where you are, there's these carved steps on the south side that you're coming in that climb 5 feet high into this 10-foot chamber. And it's like a 15-foot square room. It has narrow natural exits flanking the west and east that you can kind of see, referring to these spots right here. And in the middle of this room is a rectangular stone block, 7 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 3 feet tall, And along the walls, there are pictographs that are telling a tale of one tribe's journey through mighty mountains and across a perilous tundra.
Smell a Trogger. I'm going to check for traps.
Absolutely.
I think that after a bit, my mirror images would have fallen. How do I deactivate that?
I am simply going to turn the clock on, and it'll drop off after the appropriate amount of time.
Yeah, it only lasts a minute. There it goes.
Looking around, Raji, you don't really see anything that's standing out as trapped. This seems more ceremonial than anything. In the room that you're in over there, suspended from the ceiling in this chamber by a series of ropes and pulleys are 6 baskets. Clustered near the south wall are 3 wooden casks carved with Goodmead's heraldic symbol, a drinking mug made of a cut-off section of horn with an antler handle added, upright and centered.
Can I take the horn and sample some of that mead?
It's more like a graphic that's on it. If you
okay.
look at Discord, I'll show you what I mean.
In the meantime, I'll cast light on Hugh so he can see. He's not blind.
Thank you.
That is like goes on Sound Rush.
And then,
What is that? It's like 40-20, if I remember right.
20 light, yeah, 20 dim, so about 40 feet, kind of in diameter.
Okay. Just a nice bright light.
But before I touch him, where do you want it?
I hold up my cane that has a simple, like, curved handle on it. Right here. Right on the head of the cane.
I kind of do like a whole spit shine rub. Here we go.
Then it just starts kind of glowing.
Exactly.
Just, thank you. Hold it up like a torch.
Meldrum will turn around. Where the fuck did everyone else go? I lost everyone.
Dean is here.
Oh, down there.
Over here. Or up here. Above you.
But Ron, two of those barrels have liquid in them. The other one is tanked or tapped.
Okay. I'd like to try a little of the tapped one then.
Completely bled dry.
Okay, gotcha.
The
Well, I do seem to have found some free mead for our tavern.
Were we supposed to be returning mead? I don't remember.
supposedly.
We were supposed to.
Oh, I found the mead. Sorry, I forgot the mission.
Oh, I like your thinking, though.
I forgot the mission.
Nikel, would you go through the stuff around here? Because you still have 2 boxes and 2 barrels, as well as this. This wagon looks pretty usable, except for it's got a busted axle.
Yeah, I've been just kind of running around selling. I guess if like we kind of cleared everything, I'd probably come down and look around. Yeah.
Yeah, this box is full of straw, just packed straw, wound up, and you can see like maybe bits of it kind of ripped out over time. This right here has probably about a dozen torches in it that seem to be homemade. They're rather large torches. They'd be almost like a staff in your hand. And these barrels, this one is filled with kind of a white granulated material, and this one is filled with like a brownish, whitish, blackish ground material. Kind of irritates your nose when you smell it.
I want to
salt
walk
and
up to
pepper?
Rajin. And
If you take a little taste test, it is salt and pepper.
nice.
You guys see a frozen river. Or a stream, rather, is probably the better term for that.
Hey, there's water here. Maybe we should follow it.
They say that love is a river.
I'll take your.
Not
Oh,
a big fan
Rajin.
of not a big fan of Barbara Streisand.
Rowan, you would catch a little glint kind of walking in the north here.
When I was up there.
The frozen stream ends at a 7-foot deep frozen pool at the back of a dark cave. Trapped beneath the pool's ice is a stone statue of a smiling young man, naked except for a well-placed oak leaf, with his face turned towards the sky.
Does it look like any art I'd be aware of?
I would let you make a religion at advantage.
Okay, religion at advantage. Awesome. See, religion advantage. 15? Okay.
Let me get you some information.
Rajin, how are you looking?
Pretty hurt.
Okay, I'm going to give you a healing word.
That was my next day. I was gonna go up. If every time you get close to Rajin, he fucking takes off. So it's like, oh, okay, well, man.
I know. That's why I'm chasing him down here. Like, wait.
How are you with Elven pantheons, Rowan? If I mention,
Like
go ahead.
how am I in reality with Elven Pantheons, or how?
You
or
as
how
a
is
player.
Rowan?
You as a player.
As a player, I'm not great with the finer details of pantheons. Like, as a high elf, I assume I would be well aware of pantheons.
Rajin gets 6 hit points back.
Yeah, pull you up a little blurb.
Oh, I got dimmed. Oh, I'm actually familiar with this. Okay. Is it a good thing or bad thing to find one though? That's my question. I am familiar. Excuse me, gentlemen. There seems to be a submerged statue of Sylvanus.
Really?
Let me see.
Well, if
We're
you
all
come up to
pushing
the
each
end of
other.
this room-
Going down.
It's probably like a
Yeah,
neutral
we all
thing.
just start running.
He's known as like he can be rather destructive, mercurial even. He takes a few different forms. This one, it's kind of the telltale sign though, with the oak leaf, which is kind of his symbol there. It's very neutral, kind of just skimming through here. Check this for a little info.
Would I have known anything about the entity he was referencing?
Possibly. This would be more on like a religion thing. If you roll out a check and hit a 12 for me, you'd probably ding a little bit.
Okay, I'd like to attempt to.
Absolutely. The dice are. You see that? It almost wanted to be a 1. Yeah, you would recognize this as a statue of Sylvanus as well.
Okay.
We have a few curiosities in here.
Oh yeah, guys. The mead's in the other room.
Well, not only the mead, but there's like a pulley system that has about 6 baskets that are hanging by various ropes and nets above you. Kind of in that room with the mead barrels.
Yeah. By the way, yeah, I wanted to see if I could see what was in the baskets.
Yeah, absolutely. We can kind of dig through those.
See, there's also a bunch of salt and pepper if we want to like
Season some soup.
season our stuff.
Salt's pretty
And
valuable.
a bunch of straw that we could maybe make into torches.
And going through most of the baskets that are in there have like mundane items: sheep shears, milk pails, bristle brushes, several bags of grain and oats that seem to have various markings on them from different places. But one of them that you eventually find has like I guess a stash, we'll say. There's a good amount of jingle jangle in there, a few gemstones. There's a healer's kit, a hunting trap, 72 silver, 344 copper, Masagate worth 10 gold, and 10 silvered sling stones. I'll kind of put that out and chat in Foundry.
Who's keeping? Who has the group loot page?
Well, we have group notes. I mean,
So, well, I meant like who has the group? Like, the page of like group loot.
Ooh. That's been a while.
Yeah, I don't think it's been being maintained that much. I think most of the stuff we've got recently has been going to individual people. So.
What was that thing that's worth 10 gold?
It's a Masagate. I think that's, I don't know. I heard agate is another word.
Masagate?
Yeah. I posted it out on Foundry chat. Or not Foundry, excuse me, Discord for you.
I was looking, is this thing like a hole or a...
Oh, Masagate. Gotcha.
Which one are you talking about?
Over here.
Yeah, it's like a refuse pit. There's like a huge amount of stink that's coming from it. You look in there, see a bunch of
Oh, okay.
bones and offal.
Yep, never mind. Where is everybody?
Looking at the pronunciation guide, it is it's I got. It's just. I guess there is a.
It's GIF and GIF.
Yeah, it's one of those situations.
So what else? What else are we looking into here, guys? You found 2 of the barrels here. We've got mysterious box number 1 and naked statue man in water over here. And then D&D's version of worst shift ever with the salt, pepper, and spit going. What do y'all do from here?
Maldron
Wait, so what is this? What is this box?
immediately start going towards the lake. If I can, let's see. And I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, he
I'm
would
gonna
be doing
break
the
it.
same.
I'm gonna try to break through.
So it's solid ice. You'll have to melt your way into it or attack your way into it. Your choice. To what end are you doing this? Are you trying to cast something on it? Are you trying to reach out and touch it? Like, what's your intention?
Well, it's how far deep is in the lake? Like, if we could see
You're
it.
gonna have to get through probably like a foot of ice, I think. That's what it
Only a
says.
foot.
Wouldn't be too bad. I mean, I got a big ass.
Yeah, I was gonna cast Shatter on the ice, but if it's only a foot, I don't want to shatter the statue.
Let me
I-
see what I got.
I could probably melt ice.
I have.
I mean, I can burning hands it.
There's a lot of straw and torches.
True.
There is
Plus I
straw
have
and
a
torch. We
tinder
could just
box.
lay on top of it and catch on fire, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, just a bunch of straw and then a firebolt.
Mhm. But do it like in the center, not on top of the statue.
Yeah.
The statue's
Just
underwater,
melt the
so once the
ice.
ice melts, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we don't want to break
Mhm.
the damn thing. Get a crit.
Unless the thing, like, unless
Yeah.
it, like, flows.
And if
And the
it's
crit's not-
extreme
crit's still not
cold,
gonna hit the thing, though.
Okay, from
It's under
Malgin's
extreme-
perspective, can I tell from the material that the statue's made of?
Looks to be stone.
Yeah, we're not fucking blasting. It'll fucking break.
okay, so just pile up a bunch of straw over it and light it somehow.
Yeah, chill it out. You know.
Okay.
There is also a fireplace back where we fought them things, so we don't even have to actually use a spell.
True.
Well, like, I mean, through a foot of ice, like a firebolt or, like, even burning hands isn't gonna affect the statue.
And
True.
Through a foot of ice and then water.
Malgin will realize, hey, you know, it's funny. As we're like looking around, where the fuck did the bear go? Did he went out? Where the water's
Yeah,
going?
there's like 4 exits, 4 or 5 exits that all go outside that it just left.
Oh. Usually
So
bears
it's-
don't like to leave their home.
Well, I believe the bear may have been a pet or some kind to those creatures we killed, and it probably was smart enough to realize we're pretty dangerous.
It may have been a hostage and was glad to be free.
It was a hostage.
That too. It could have been their next meal. We don't know.
It could have been a pet against its will.
Yeah.
I have been one of those before to a promiscuous half giant at one point.
All right. Well,
That's interesting.
Aldra would.
Oh,
probably-
it was an interesting night.
Like, all right, well then, let's get some straw, burn this bitch up, and sit and wait and watch ice thaw.
Maldred, you may check your PMs there.
All right, for sure.
So what is this? What is this box?
Looks to be a big sarcophagus. It's in kind of a ritual room with pictographs across the wall telling the story of some great chieftain that led people across the lands and tundra.
Is there any like writing on it anywhere, or just the pictures?
Just the pictures, no solid writing or anything. It's like all pictographs.
There might be something valuable in there.
Oh.
But y'all use any other tools at your disposal to look around and take in more information. You can tell by the heft of this lid that it's going to take a good amount of y'all working on it more than anything. We're going to need a total of, it's 50 strength to move it. Y'all are 30 right there. Rajin makes 38. Tarek, look, yeah, he would have enough to crest you over just barely. Y'all, ooh, yeah. There's like 3 of y'all with 8 strength.
I am a sorcerer.
Fair point, fair point.
My fighting is based on dexterity. I just want to put that out there.
Tarek is
I'm a
literally y'all's
performer.
meat and potatoes here.
I mean, I would like to open
got-
it. I don't know if anybody else does.
when I was in the performing troupe, we had the strongmen to do all the lifting and carrying for us.
So, y'all, it literally takes all 6 of y'all to heave this lid over if you're opening it up here.
If I
If
look
one
at the
person says no, we
pictographs,
don't do it.
if I look at the pictographs, would I be able to discern the tales and history of the individual here?
Probably the best closer look I can give is that this leader type with a headdress is always carrying around a stick and some kind of spear, or not spear, sphere with them in these depictions. And you see them using like great magics with it.
Yeah, definitely want to open it.
Yeah.
Well, wait, hold on. I have a thing, because obviously I'm the cleric around here. Removing tombs usually result in curses. So the thing is, I have to go around and bless it with some holy water. Just to be precaution, just because we're
Please do, my
decreasing,
friend.
it's we're pulling out shit from a dead guy's hands,
I've heard many a story of
Not like he's going to need it
adventurers.
anymore.
You
What?
are
Wait, what?
One at a time.
I would like to. Give me a second, maybe. How thick does this box look, and what is it made of?
Made of stone. Probably at least 2 inches thick.
I thought you were asking how thick the person looks.
Jesus.
Okay, that's not okay. That is not big enough. So I would like to cast Detect Thoughts.
Just kind of around you.
And I can, part of it, I can detect, you can also use this spell to detect the presence of any thinking creature you can't see. It would take 2 feet of rock to block it.
Okay.
So if there's something that can, if there's a thinking creature inside of there, I should be able to, know.
Absolutely. So we'll burn the spell slot, and you're not getting any beads there. You're not getting anything sentient or alive inside.
Okay. Okay, so I'll tell everybody there's
Just
nothing alive in there that's thinking, at least. So we don't have to worry about something. We shouldn't have to worry about something attacking us.
is there any type of writing? I kind of missed that. Was there any type of writing on there?
Nah, just the pictographs.
What do they look like?
It's like talking about, a rather large, long-haired, head-dressed type of person leading a group of people through lands and tundra
Okay.
to some kind of home. And she fights off things using a stick and a circle that's in her hand, like one in each hand.
All right.
You see her
gonna
like
have to-
casting fireballs and things like that.
Would this make a kick-ass tapestry?
Just hold on. It's just the thing is you're messing with some guy's corpse, and the thing is it's the only one here.
But he's dead.
I understand.
I can tell he's dead.
Listen, we've seen a lot of fucked up shit. You have to admit. Okay?
I am fucked up shit.
I didn't mean you. I mean, we saw druids deal with the hag, and every time it always has to do with the cave. I'm just saying, just give me 10 minutes, just in case you guys want to touch some stuff.
You
Let
have
me
10
prepare.
minutes.
All right, cross my legs and humana.
Doing some detect magic.
No, I'm gonna prepare my spell slots, just in case. Let me.
I've got a minute as well. Hugh, what you thinking about?
At the moment, I am thinking about taking an etching of these pictographs so that we can later possibly make a beautiful artwork out of it.
Okay.
I just need to see if I have any. The idea of having it as a tapestry was intriguing. I do
Okay.
not have any kind of writing implements or paper on me. But I have candles. Hmm.
You get
Like
creative
a wax
there.
mold.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I only have 5, so I don't know if that would be enough to make molds of each of these sides. Are they different
I will
images
just-
on the entire exterior of the sarcophagus, or is it repeating the same image?
It's more like on the walls. It starts from the left corner and proceeds on the right corner.
Well, I'm going to melt out a little bit of this candle wax and kind of flatten it out, let it dry and cool, and then I'm going to take out my dagger and start trying to, as best as I can, etch into the wax a replica of this.
Okay.
As much as I
with
can.
that. That's more like a timing thing. You can spend your time to be able to succeed it rather than roll dice. What's up?
Ian, I am doing an import. What Maldron was going to do with his 10 minutes, not to do detect magic, but detect good and evil.
Ah, okay.
Genius.
So that's what he'll do for those. I would say technically it would take 20 minutes because I have to wait 10 minutes to pray for my god to get that spell, and then another 10 minutes to cast as a ritual.
That works. Not really getting good or evil off of this. It's no worries. It's very neutral. Now the statue over here, same difference there.
It's just in range.
But it's on the cusp of good. Like the statue itself is neutral, but the water or the ice around it seems to be blessed.
Oh, is he creating holy water for us?
Alright. I'm getting that weird tingly thing from that statue back over at the frozen lake. However, this, I don't feel anything, so I think we're in the clear.
What are we waiting for?
Let's open it.
I have taken the etching down of the room, so I have the depictions, the pictographs, and everything. All right, I'm ready. Let me stretch and limber up first. Don't want to pull a hammy. I knew this acrobat once who pulled something and was never the same again. He walked with a hunch for the rest of his life.
So we're getting into the goodie basket here, the little cookie jar. So you guys all heave the lid off, and it comes crashing to the floor, breaking into the point with a loud thud. You are faced with what looks to be like a very deceased humanoid in a fancy headdress. And in her left hand, she's clutching a rather ornately carved piece of wood. In her right, she has what looks to be a fist-sized pearl in her hand.
I am relatively new to the group. I was wondering, do any of you have the ability to detect magic, be able to see if these are magical items?
All right, let me sit down again.
I mean, I think given the pictures, we pretty much know I want to grab the orb.
Absolutely.
I'll grab the headdress.
And the headdress seems mundane and almost like collapses in your hands as you start to move it.
Ooh. I want to grab the staff.
The little small stick. It's probably like
The
8
piece of
inches
wood.
long. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's only a few inches. So
Yeah, not a
Alright,
full-on staff.
Like a
I
wand.
want it more like a wand. I want to pick that up and take a look at it.
Absolutely. Are we doing detect magic or what are we doing?
I do not have detect magic.
Yeah,
but,
well, if 10 minutes go by, I would do detect magic as a ritual spell.
Yeah, I guess we'll wait on him and mess with it while we wait.
while he's preparing his ritual, I'm just going to try and examine it a little bit, see if there's any unique markings or anything.
It's like unique markings, not so much. It's looks to be like a really fine piece of solid wood that's been shellacked, and well, he has like an interesting rune on the hilt of it. It comes across as magical, not a specific school, but rather pertaining to all of them. Same, in fact, with the pearl in her hand. Magical, but not necessarily tied into a specific school.
Okay.
Or if it's not tied into a specific one, it may be tied to all of them. Like have a specific, like a tinge of all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no mystery schools of magic here.
Okay. Wait, so given that none of us have like identifier thing, what can we do to like figure these out, what these are? Like, what are our options?
Ooh, a long rest and a spell change, maybe?
Yeah, I don't have identify, sorry boys.
I don't think any of us can get identify though. Like, Maldra doesn't have it. Maldra, clerics don't have it.
Surely it's in the bard list, though.
Bars don't get to prepare spells though.
One way to find out, just fucking test it.
I think they can swap out on a long rest or a level up, though. I can't remember which it is. It's one of those Tasha's rules.
I think they could swap something on. They could swap like one spell on a level up, I think.
Where is...
Because they have to pick spells. They don't
Yeah.
have like the list as a whole.
Oh, I don't know, y'all. It may be just a fuck around and find out type of thing. I can tell you that both of these would require attunement, so that's one path.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna walk into the other room and just kind of wave the wand around for a second.
Kind of getting comfy with the results. We're both going to attune to them here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'll take the time to.
Alright, let me get y'all some item links in Discord real quick.
Alright.
To say at this point, Maldra would be getting the straw and then torches and start trying to head his way up to that frozen lake at that point.
Okay.
So I put the appropriate. It's a Wand of War Mage +1 and a Pearl of Power. The statue is coming off as magical as well.
I definitely grabbed the wrong thing.
Well,
That don't sound good.
I'm like, I don't think I have any. I don't have any spell slots to expend, so I definitely can't use that pearl of power.
These are very caster-centric items.
Yeah, the Pearl Power is probably either it's best for me or Modern, probably, really.
Mhm.
It's a free upcast cure wounds or whenever needed. It's baller on warlocks.
Yeah.
It's a hello 3 spell slots.
Before you ever hit level 11. Wait, no. I think you get 3. Man, what level is that? I played a warlock. Why can't I remember?
I know it's not 9 because I've a
Yeah,
warlock.
no. It's later than that.
Like 7 or 8 or something like that. They can get 3 spell slots by 8 or 9. Has to be.
Alright, where's the list of spell slots?
So yeah, we have a magical statue. Did y'all want to, Nico? Did you want to burn a slot? Burning hands it. Get
Gotta
that
get
foot deep.
11.
I'm fine with doing it, but Mulder doesn't seem to want me to, so.
No, I didn't say
You
you
wouldn't,
don't need to. I said just blast like in a corner, get like a little crater going. I could put the straw in there and get it fire going, then it will thaw it out, you know?
I mean, I think
I
I
think
could probably
you.
just burning hands it and we'd be done, like, in a second.
I think burning hands would be enough to get a good melting going, especially in a concentrated cone like that.
Okay. I'll do
I think,
burning hands.
For a spell slot, yeah, I'll totally take it.
I'll do it. I'm assuming
Yeah,
right here, somewhere around here.
So you guys dig down, and you've basically got to the point where you could be able to like reach down and touch the top of the head of the statue. There's a nice pool of ice cold water that's quickly like thawing up. What do you do?
Well, obviously Maldron will grab it, and it's like, well, the thing is, really, what my total intentions was we use this for a bathroom. However, this has magical properties, so fuck that. I'll I'll hold on to it. All right, so I don't know. Do I need?
I mean, you were getting that the like water was showing like good. Is there a way for us to like see is this water like holy water? Is it like making holy water?
So
By
the
being
way
in-
we can rationalize this is the water around the statue was, for all intents and purposes, quote unquote, consecrated, or at least affected by a good entity. The statue is neutral, however, it comes up magical, and I think it's a powerful aura of abjuration magic, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
Yeah, abjuration.
I remember what abjuration is.
I
Think
do.
like shielding and beneficial spells.
So probably might be in our interest to get some to like take some of this water with us.
I mean, take the whole statue with us potentially.
It may be difficult to transport the entire statue.
That's yes.
Might be difficult to melt the entire statue out.
Yeah.
You have to spend a lot of spell slots.
I mean, I guess take some water and then just remember that it's here. If we want to come back for more good water.
Source of a.
I got an idea. We can technically, if it's really good, thaw it out a little bit more. Dump out one of the ales, just to say one of the ales was drank.
Well,
and
one of them's
just
already
fill the
empty.
whole water. Oh, then perfect. We'll just use that and fill the whole tanker
Cool.
up.
Okay, how about somebody that's injured? Why don't you drink? See if something happens. Raj, why don't you drink some water?
Okay.
Don't worry, I tested it out.
You see, I like to think Raj is like bending over, doesn't put his hand in there, he just kind of laps at it.
Like a cat would.
Raj, it is like Fiji water. It is just probably some of the most refreshing water you've had in a while, but nothing really happens otherwise.
This water is amazing. I just keep drinking it. tastes like a
Maybe
place
we can
called
trick people into
BT.
buying it. We'll name it something like Naive and spell it backwards.
Hold it up to a mirror so that you can get the perfect version of it written backwards.
I was hoping it would do something if somebody drank it, but
Yeah, I was hoping it would work like some kind of weird.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
still
so-
good. It just might not be a healing spell. It might have something else.
Anything
Mhm.
else you would attempt to try?
Like it might have
I'm
something.
filling
else
my
that just
water
doesn't
skin with
affect Raj.
what's there.
Absolutely.
If it's some of the best water he's ever had, then I'm filling my water skin with
It's
it.
full of all those delicious silicates that just give it that luxurious mouthfeel.
Mm. Nice spring water.
Absolutely.
Well, are we going to try to fill up a barrel?
Yeah, you could spin some more slots, melt some more down, get that barrel up, start scooping the mystic magical water that we don't know the purpose of into the barrel to haul out.
I can make this
Yeah,
go
that's-
faster by using flame sphere. Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I can just sit there and melt it for a minute.
just have
Wait,
it roll
wait.
around.
Yep.
The only thing is we don't know. Like, we're going to go through a lot of effort just to get a bunch of water that we don't really know if it's going to do anything for us. Like, we could just, like, note that this is here, take, like, what we can with us, like, fill up our water skins.
And then come back later. Kind of far.
Mhm.
Because we're probably going to come back sometime. Like, we're not very far outside of town, were we? Like, we're barely outside of town, right?
Yeah, you're like maybe an hour tops.
All right. Well, the thing is, what if that bear comes back? We have to deal with that too.
But, like, we also have to transport this barrel. Like,
Yeah, you're right. Let's
Maybe we should work on fixing the wagon.
that too. We got that too.
That is a possibility.
What does the wand do?
well, we don't even have a
There you
wagon.
guys
do we?
go.
Did you say to suggest you use the wand to repair the wagon?
What does it do?
It just amplifies the wielder's magical capabilities. Makes it so that I'm more accurate with spells, and it increases my capabilities. I am now able to target enemies that are hiding behind things. See, and I just shoot off a little bit of magic at a pillar behind something that's just a little bit behind it.
Does anyone have a mending spell?
Rowan does, doesn't he?
I don't have spells.
You
I'm
have,
a
you have
fire
mending.
y'all.
You have mending, don't you?
I do have mending, yes. So, would you want me to mend?
We should be able to fix the wagon.
You would be able to fix the wagon.
Okay, I can fix a wagon. I'm like, a wagon is I think that's gonna take some time. I'm gonna have to do I'm gonna have to individually go through the parts, I think.
Yeah.
And as long as the bits and pieces are there, which they are in this case. It's a broken axle, basically, that's been cracked. So you could certainly spend the time to cantrip that back in working order. Plus, you
Yeah,
had
cool.
you had an ogre trying to fix the wheel here, so it wasn't much help with that to begin with.
Okay, cool.
Round thing, make it go round.
Okay, the problem with fixing this wagon is how we're gonna pull it.
Could use the bear.
One day I
There's
see a
one.
grand procession of short people being pulled by a bunch of sheep.
Yeah, we've got like 3 small characters in this party.
God, the sheep! I forgot about the sheep.
You guys send it in with a procession of like a dozen sheep and goats being.
Yeah, there are a bunch of sheep in there, aren't there?
Use the sheep. Anyway, let's start fixing this wagon.
A simple mending spell. You guys can cantrip it up and be
Yeah,
done with it.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that on my end.
Takes a minute total, so it's definitely a quick fix for you. And y'all are packing up, getting everything ready. Kind of take some barrels of mead and some goodness over.
Take the salt and pepper.
Take some salt and pepper. Take all of our goodies back.
I mean, if we're fixing the wagon and stuff, do we want to fill up the barrel with water? If we're gonna have a wagon to put it in,
Good. Yeah.
like if Maldron does flame sphere, it'd be a pretty quick process.
Just see the YouTube video. It doesn't take long. Certainly can get a good amount of water going for you guys to take back. Maybe like, I don't know, half a barrel at least from the cannonball there, or flaming sphere.
Okay, so we have half of a thing of water. We have 2 things of mead, a thing of salt and pepper.
Bunch of torches, straw, about 6 goats and 6 sheep.
Well,
50 feet of rope, so we should be able to tie some sheep to it.
make a terrible looking kind of sled here, pulled by little animals.
Yeah, like, are we trying to make these goats and sheep pull this thing? Or
This is the equivalent of like a clown car for shorties here.
You could always have the barbarian pull it.
He's also a halfling, so like.
Yeah, wouldn't that be hilarious?
I think as y'all are kind of making your way out here, give me just a second. Fix this.
Either way, I still think we should take some sheep because that's livestock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good point. And they only said they only took the mead, so they livestock.
Yeah, the sheep were obviously collected by the giantkin.
Yeah, so we're trying to take the sheep and the goats
Here,
back to the inn, and what we're doing.
you hear a calling coming from this cave. You hear this
Which
very loud baritone but effeminate voice call out, "Doug! Is you home?"
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
I'm not a family, guys. Oh,
What the hell?
My
is
friends, something's
Gag!
coming.
Doug! Gag is here for good meat and chill.
oh no.
What the fuck?
Oh man. Oh man.
Where are you at? I don't even know where you're at.
Let me
Okay.
get a little perspective here.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
We are in the room with the campfire, the goats, and the cart.
I'm assuming y'all are all over there, kind of getting everything together. So I'll move your tokens appropriately.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're like, Rowan should be there because he was fixing the wagon and stuff. So.
That is not right at all. Where is that vision? It should be light. That's light.
So is the calling going to be wherever we will go?
It's sorry, I'm having a weird problem in Foundry. Let me see if this fixes it, because like I have a light source, but I'm not seeing it. Update. Hugh, are you seeing anything change with the light down here?
Just a second. For like a second, I saw the light change go out, but it is flickering now.
Okay, so you do see something that's kind of like down there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your indication that there's someone walking with some kind of torch, kind of at the maw here. Doug! We good meet and chill.
gonna hide.
Okay. Did we ever hear the two things we were fighting say each other's names?
No.
No. Shit.
All he said was the babies.
Yep. That's all he said.
I'm just going to whisper to everybody around, hide.
Oh, I'm already doing that.
I know.
Took off.
So if you guys are choosing to hide,
I'm going hiding with the sheep.
I'm gonna hide in this little nook over here.
I'm gonna get like behind this box.
so you're gonna hide in the room where the bodies actively are. 'Cause you've got the corpse of an ogre and the corpse.
Oh God, you're right.
I'm gonna run over here to the other side of the sheep.
Me and you are going
I've
to go
already
in,
made my call. He was not a smart man.
Catch,
I'm gonna run to here. I'm gonna run to the ceiling and try to like lay down on the ceiling.
Oh, that's genius.
Rowan, you have a perspective of what looks to be an older, kind of what's the word? Rugged woman. A little bit more effeminate features than the skinnier male that was here earlier that is now on the ground.
Okay.
Doug, why you no answer? She could have turned Doug. Oh, Doug, get up! She runs and starts shaking the body here. Doug, why you no awake? What happened? Friend! Goes over and looks at the ogre here. Starts sobbing. You guys can literally see her starting to get mad. She stands up and stamps on the ground here. Gives a good hard look around. Go ahead and give me those stealth checks.
Oh God.
Do I have advantage or no?
This would be just normal stealth. Your probably your proficiency will help you a lot. Yeah, you've got expertise.
I have disadvantage on stealth.
Oh God.
Myself is
I am so
great.
happy.
Oh, what a great roll!
Yeah,
I am
she's
so happy that I took this as one of my fucking expertise.
Our disadvantage cleric rolled the best almost. Like,
Holy shit!
almost beat the rogue. She is so overcome with grief that she just doesn't notice y'all hiding around here. She goes, someone here! Starts trouncing around looking for people.
Run it! What do we do?
Where's the giant? Can I see the giant or?
They went in the northward passage.
Okay. Cool.
Walked right past me.
Grief-stricken, just tears streaming, Sorry, go ahead, Richie.
I was just telling Rowan that you walked right past me. I was very fearful.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see Hugh, Modern, and Rowan. I'm going to go one by one and just tell each of them, be like in their head, since I can see them.
You hear, who opened box? Kind of coming from the northwest of you guys.
Holy shit!
Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll go through one by one real quick. Like, we need to run and leave our shit, or we're gonna have to kill this thing.
I'll leave that call up to all of you.
Machine says we should get the cart and get the fuck out of here.
But the cart's fucked up, isn't it?
I can't see Rajin, so I can't communicate with him.
No, the cart's been fixed by Rowan. Only took a minute.
Yeah, but we don't have any way to roll it out. Like,
y'all strap the sheep in here. Y'all basically hid around here while y'all are like having the wagon ready to peel out.
What?
And she's
So we're like,
looking. Yeah, you've got the fuck out of Dodge. It's just time to go.
okay, so I'll be like, okay, we need to go. Like,
Mis-
she's
Mr.
in
Yeah,
she's
Mr.
in the tomb
DM,
room. We need to go now.
What's up?
is it possible if I cast spiritual weapon and then use that spiritual weapon to tie a rope around the cart and to use that as our getaway?
Nah, a spiritual weapon is usually incorporeal, so like it has no manifestation of physical form. Like
All
you
right, I'll
occupy
try.
the same space of it.
And it moves real slow.
It's a spiritual weapon, not what is it? Spiritual warhorse.
Yeah, anybody have Phantom Steed? That's
I
what we
get
need
it.
right now.
I mean, you guys have 12 sheet and
All
go,
work together.
so they have 12 strength, which means they can, what is that, 360 pounds they can drag. I mean, this has got it
Mhm.
doesn't have horsepower, but it's got goat and sheep power right now. So
But they're
It's good.
You've got
retarded.
10 of them.
They're so dumb.
All right.
That's the problem.
just
Okay.
Nick, yeah, what were you saying in our minds as we're panicking?
I feel like she's in the tomb room. We need to go now.
who melt water?
She's all the way outside. It's our chance. Let's go.
Rajin is gonna
Let's get.
use his silent image to create like one of those ropes with like a carrot hanging off of it to like get the goats.
Yes. Oh my god! Yes, absolutely yes.
That's great. That's so awesome.
It's so great because if I'm not mistaken, it's
Totally works.
yeah. They have a 2 intelligence, so
That's how we're gonna get the cart to move. Go!
The sheep,
All right.
like, haul ass out of here, basically carting their way back to good meat here.
Right.
I'm laughing so much right now. Y'all, as you get back to
That
good
was
meat
great.
and pull in, much to the elation of your newfound friends and good meat, you have put them roughly back on track, or even maybe a little ahead with the meat here. And the only real issue coming back is, who's going to take over as speaker. Other than that, if
Gene
I'm
will do
not mistaken, guys, let's look at this just to make sure. Yeah, we've done a lot of things here. A lot of things. I think the only thing left on your interest is a sea monster, anything that can happen out of Dugan's Hole. But you are at a point where you've crossed the threshold, and while you can certainly go to these places and look into them, I cannot give you any progress towards another level because you all have just hit 4.
Cool.
Ooh.
So go do our level 4 real quick.
With this task completed, getting back into good meat, we'll get into the RP and stuff in a little bit, but I gotta make a drink real quick because I'm floundering without some caffeine right now. So I'm gonna make a little bit of coffee, and if y'all don't mind, get yourselves leveled up, and we'll talk about the fallout when we get back to good meat here. Sound good?
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Let me make sure that I've got y'all's content turned on. That way y'all have feeds available. Yeah, y'all should be good. So you can take a feat instead of an ASI increase if you want. So yeah, have at it. Have fun.
Could somebody walk me through how we do this on here? Because do we just level up on D&D Beyond, or
Yeah, you level
Yep.
up on D&D Beyond, and then you hit import, and then it'll take care of the
Okay.
rest. But
Let me do the importing because I think like
yeah.
the settings are individualized, and I am so specific right now. It's like annoying to not annoying, just tedious to take people through them individually because I'm gonna like flip you through 5 different menus to making sure
I get
everything's
it.
on.
And yeah, and I forgot. Are we rolling at this point for health?
It's up to you guys. I always leave it up to y'all whether you want to roll or take the average. You get the choice at every level, in my opinion. So most people take the average up until 3 to 5 and then start rolling if they're inclined. But
I do that
it's
after 5.
entirely up to y'all. Yeah, I'll be right back. Give me like 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes.
What feats did we all pick?
I'm still debating.
Oh, I took a sharpshooter.
That's good.
I'm checking to see if I'm able to swap out spells if I go to level 4 in Bard. Because if I can,
I
then
think
I'm
it's
going
a
to change it.
Tasha's thing, if I remember
Yeah, I'm
right.
looking at. I'm reading the Bard section of Tasha's right now, looking for it. Bardic versatility. Place one skill that you have chosen for expertise, and replace one cantrip. Yeah, only a cantrip. In that case, I'm probably not going to take a level in Bard. I know exactly what I'm going for. I actually went and made a copy of the character and built them up to level 20 to decide what I was going to do with them.
That's smart.
Let me see something. Hold on a second. What is martial versatility? Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's see something.
What should I pick, boys? It's as a pretty much support. Pick Lucky.
Do you have an action surge?
I don't. But thing is,
Action surge would be a good one.
I don't think I could take that.
What is yours?
I chose lucky.
You chose Lucky? Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm down to two options. Warcaster or Dwarven Fortitude. Dwarven Fortitude is increase your constitution score by 1, and whenever you take a dodge action in combat, you spend 1 hit die to heal yourself. Roll a die, and your constitution modifier regain the number of hit points equal to the total number.
Basically like a second wind light.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you need like a do you need like a half feet? I don't know what your stats are.
Highest one's 17, which is my wisdom. Con 16, strength 14.
So yeah, you'd probably take like a half feet that you can get a point in wisdom would be best.
Yeah, 'cause then you get that +4 bonus all the way around.
Then
DC goes up
Yeah.
1.
Then most likely, then I'll take resilience, which is basically for
Resilience,
wisdom.
like you should already have wisdom proficiency on saving throws anyway, so you don't.
You gain proficiency in saving throws using the chosen ability.
Yeah, you already have wisdom as a cleric, so
So hard.
I mean, there's wisdom. I mean, you look at like telepathic, kinetic, fey touch, shadow touch. If you just want to like get skills, you can get skill expert. Gives you a half feet.
True.
It gives you some skills. It'll give you expertise in something. I'm trying to think what else gives you wisdom.
So hard to pick. I'll probably pick.
Could do the dragon ones. Gift to the metallic dragon or gem dragon.
Yeah.
Trying to get in there and look. I know the feed list is like super extensive.
Does observant would give you a boost if you want to boost your passives up a bunch.
That is true.
So then,
That one would also give you the ability to read lips.
yeah, as a
High
cleric boosting your
perception.
Yeah, as a cleric boosting your boosting your passives, you would have like a 20 plus on passive perception and just see everything all the time.
I just that's the best one because everything else.
It's that. I mean, skill expert's pretty good if you want like expertise in something. You get like 1 skill and 1 expertise in something. Plus, you could pick whatever score you want. Yeah, observant might be the best unless you want like to be telepathic.
we already got 1 walkie-talkie. We don't need another walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie. If you take that, did you take the feed already? That like takes your passive up to 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick Observant.
That's like nothing sneaking up on you.
Nope. Not again.
Okay.
Mountain suddenly sees the world in 4D.
Oh, it didn't add it. That's weird.
Combining that with the alert feat would be deadly.
There we go. Now you can import it.
I am the alarm.
Wait, so should I take kind of a support spell or like an attacking spell?
Your niche seems to be a lot of damage from what I've seen in this group. You should be in Aldrin.
Yeah, I feel like I'm often the damage though. It's like,
Dude, my perception's 21. No one's going by me. Dude, that's crazy. Fucking Raji won't be able to steal shit unless I know about it. That's so crazy.
+6 mod.
Yeah, you're gonna catch him every time. It's up to you whether or not you snitch.
Anyone else ready to be imported?
I'm
Yes,
ready to be
I'm ready.
imported. I took sharpshooter.
Excellent.
I was looking to see if I could change my martial archetype, but it looks like not, so I'm just going to keep that arcane archer. It's cool, though.
Are you enjoying it?
One more cantrip.
Usually once you lock into a subclass, they pretty much brick you into it the whole time.
I would say you can always ask. I know some DMs will let you do it in early levels.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be open to the idea if it's something you want to make for a long-term change. PM me. We'll talk about it and see what we can do.
Well, like I said, I'm going to have to leave the campaign soon as it is.
Wow, that's fair.
Oh no, where are you going?
The UK.
Oh, bloody. Which part of the UK?
Outside London. Some city I won't know. Some city I wouldn't know shit about. So it's just being called London.
Countryside?
That's not a bad thing. I mean, prime time. I have some people in Europe I play with that I know like noon. My time is like 7 p.m. over there. So. But yeah, a little bit of a culture change. Where are you now?
New York.
Oh yeah. Oh man, you're gonna have so many nice people over there in the UK compared to New York.
Oh yeah.
It's not gonna smell like a combination of vomit and piss. Are you in New York City? Sorry, I should.
No, I'm in Rochester, New York.
Okay, a little bit different then. Still.
I cannot decide what to do.
God, there's actually a great college humor bit called "Haters of New York" with Brendan Lee Mulligan.
I love them.
But because he talks about everybody talking shit about New York.
My other house from New York and tells me just horror stories of it all the time. So yeah, that lady was dead on the train for like 2 days before anybody did anything. Just like, ooh.
She wasn't bothering anybody.
Yeah, that's not the worst thing they've seen.
Like rats the size of like hero sandwiches and shit like that. Just oof. Nah, hard pass. No thank you. I hate traffic enough being in Houston.
Well, that's because Texas's toll roads are terribly designed.
That's because Texas is terribly designed. Houston is terribly designed. We look like a freaking bullseye from the satellite. Like, come on. We've got 3 rings around our city. Come and get it. Fuck. Yeah.
And no, I hate driving to Houston mainly because here's what I hate most about that. When it comes to the toll roads, they have, like, I believe you should pay when you get on and when you get off. That should be where they judge your payment on. I shouldn't be able to stay on a road and still have to pay it.
Bro, those toll roads were supposed to be paid off like 20 years ago. Like, that just completely, got missed. Yeah, and now there's 2 toll roads. So
Of course, everyone keeps paying.
That's us here. We have the turnpike in West Virginia that it was supposed to have only been until they paid it off, and instead, like, it's been paid off for like 10 years, and the last like basically since it's been paid off, they've raised the price like 3 times.
Yeah, that's our
Man,
real world in a nutshell.
Man, your West Virginia sayings are a real mouthful.
Yeah.
Turn back.
No, it was like $1 initially, and like once it like ended, they raised it. Now it's $4. If you go down the whole road, there's like 3 tolls. Like at this point, there shouldn't even be a toll though. But yeah, it's ridiculous.
So I've got one friend that gets really pissed off about this. I want to know your opinion. Are you mad that John Denver is a goddamn idiot? We're describing Western Virginia.
I don't really. I mean, Country Roads isn't actually about West Virginia.
Well, that's what we said.
It's just West Virginia. West Virginia just fit the cadence.
Well, also it's in Western Virginia.
Well, he says West Virginia, but like he only says it because it fit the cadence. Because saying Virginia wouldn't fit, because all the places he names in that song are in Virginia, not West Virginia.
That's what I'm saying. It's in Western Virginia.
Yeah, but Virginia didn't fit the cadence, so I mean, I don't care. I don't really care about WVU.
Yeah, it doesn't really roll off the tongue the same way.
I'm at a loss, so yeah. Sorry, I know
in the song Country Roads.
Oh yeah, okay.
When it has the West Virginia, but like everywhere he names in the song is Virginia.
Not West Virginia.
But like saying Virginia wouldn't have fit the cadence, so he had to change it.
Reminds me of those like top 10 misheard spell lyrics. Or spell lyrics, song lyrics. God, my head is just y'all. I am mentally fried after my game, or after the bar shift yesterday, and I got up for my 1 p.m. game, and they like canceled on me because they're casual players. I got like 4 hours of sleep. I'm running on caffeine exclusively, mainlined into myself. So
mainlining caffeine.
I've had like 3 or 4 monsters today. I don't even know.
Yeah, I've been drinking one the whole time we've been playing.
Trust, I feel you.
I'm done with my level ups as well, so I'm ready to be imported.
Alright, let me get you in real quick here.
Mine's ready too.
What are you taking, Reggie?
Mine's kind of weird, but it works.
What are you grabbing?
I took Telekinetic. Do more mind shit.
It's a fun little niche.
I do have it has me that I have to mage hand twice now. Because Telekinetic gives you mage hand, but like it's supposed to just double my range, so like we just have to remember that I technically have 60 feet, not 30.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Because apparently D&D Beyond didn't handle that well.
And you said, did you say abilities ASI and feet, or ASI or feet?
And or, not both. One or the other.
So it was or.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay.
Sorry, I just realized what I said.
It's okay. You just told us you're running on 4 hours of sleep and a caffeine injection.
After getting my dick kicked all last night, bro, it was... I cannot describe to you, like, what that bar looked like at the end of the night. I have worked in the industry for like 20 plus years. I have never seen anything like that. It was horrible, just maddening. Walked into that place, almost had a fucking panic attack, and like everyone was wearing white. It was like the most Caucasian shit I've ever seen in my life. Like thousands of people just sitting there in fucking a sea of white. It was so weird.
I bet.
Like I was gonna start
hearing the clan meeting.
I was like gonna have the fucking theme song from like Summer Guard or whatever. The crazy. I can't remember that movie. Summer's Guard. Okay, fuck. Anyways, you guys are as we're rolling in our sheets here, getting back to hell in that part of Houston. It might have been Place is like entitled as fuck. Getting back to that good mead. Would y'all want to play a role in the politics here? Is that something that interests anyone?
I want to be the speaker. Speaker of good mead.
Over in Goodmead,
Was it good mead?
It is good mead, in fact. It's kind of we can lend themselves to their own devices. There's two people that kind of have an interest in good mead right now. One is not really one that wants to take the position. Their name is Olivessa. They're like a local barrel maker. In fact, the barrels you're bringing back were probably made by her. She is not interested in the position, but she's probably the most likely candidate. The other being this person they call Shandar, who is like a working man's type. Boisterous, a little bit of a drunk, a little bit of a brute. But yeah. Just kind of lives with a few trappers, relatively new to the area. And it's between those two, but if y'all are coming back into town and returning the mead, you would probably negotiate yourselves a barrel out of the return to at least take back to the inn with you. And depending on who speaker is, negotiate a trade. Or Rajin, we can launch a full political campaign and we'll try to get a new speaker of good mead.
Alright. What I'm going to do, I'm going to launch a campaign. And my slogan is going to be, don't worry, it's just a nickname.
Oh my god. No.
You gotta do the Nixon. You are not a crook.
No.
I am not a crook.
I love you,
I
man.
am not a crook.
I am not a crook.
So I guess if you express an interest in becoming the speaker, because you probably have more immediate contact with Olivessa, she would probably be the type to receive you guys coming back in and be able to offer you kind of some sleepage at the aviary here, or the meadery. And they would, if you expressed interest, Rajin, she would be like, "Oh yes, I think you would make an excellent speaker. In fact, the way you carry yourself is phenomenal."
Yes, this is true. Rajin is very good with people, you see.
That's all that's going to take from me, as long as I don't have to do the job.
Just and looks at his friends like, right?
Oh, yes, of course. He is a great person. He is an interesting ally and also a very, very honest man.
Very
Yes.
honest.
Rajin the Purring Liar will be the speaker. Don't worry, it's just a nickname.
She says, "That sounds like a great slogan."
Oh.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome. And I guess this one is running unopposed, yes?
Well, you have Shandar to contend with. He seems to have a few of the more working force amongst us interested.
See. Explain who this man is to Raj?
He's lived here for a good few years, popular with the town's loggers. It's kind of a bully and a blowhard, but he's there for his friends. He stays with 5 other loggers in town. You can't really miss them, kind of tattooed brutes. all dwarves, rather rambunctious types.
See. Where does this man live?
So,
Oh my god.
map here. Let me see. Good need here. So, Shandar would be at this cottage, kind of near the shoreline there.
Hasn't changed for me.
Oops,
Me
let me
neither.
fix that.
There we go.
There.
The little house circled.
Yeah, one in the lower left-hand corner, kind of on the little tippy toe of the outskirts of the village here.
See. Raj,
So you go into Shandar's house. Sorry, go ahead.
Raj is definitely like internally making a plan.
Are you all throwing your weight behind Raj to get him elected? Anybody else?
Oh,
want to-
I mean, I
Oh,
don't,
hell
what's his
no.
game plan?
I am absolute. No. Rowan is definitely not.
He's obviously going to need somebody to at least back him up in all of his speeches and everything. Help him proofread and all. I'll help him. I'll
So
back
a
him up.
Campaign manager.
Campaign manager. Yeah, I'll take on the role of campaign manager.
Fancy shoes, you're hired.
I take the top hat that I wear when traveling and tip it to you.
So I'm assuming Tarek and me are security detail, right?
Yes. You're hired. All of you are hired. Nikhil, come with me. I must speak to you in private.
Sure.
He's got his assassin right there.
Raj just kind of like puts his
Raj
arm
is the assassin. I'm telling you.
Raj just kind of puts his arm around Nikhil and he starts walking him away and he's just like, okay, Raj has a plan. Me and you are going to frame him. Frame our competition.
Frame him for what?
You're going to plant. Starts looking around, seeing if anybody hears. We're gonna.
Hey, wait, Raj, here, and I start talking in your head so no one can hear you.
Oh, I was reading lips. I was like, Maldron's trying to read the lips, trying to see what's going on.
And then you.
In his head, Raj is like, we're going to plant a bunch of ballots in his home. Make him look like the crook, yes?
So you're going to plant ballots to make it look like he was.
No, my friend.
He was trying to stuff the ballot box.
Yes. But no, I am not going to do it alone. I'm going to need your assistance in this endeavor.
Because you need to be invisible, probably.
Oh, that would help, yes.
Or you're just hoping I will do it.
No, I will not let you hog all the glory yourself. Are you crazy?
I mean, you'd be the one winning and taking the glory.
True. Still, the sneaking around is the best part.
Okay, so what did you need me to do then? If it wasn't make you invisible.
You can make me invisible.
Yes, I've done it before.
Yes. Good. All right. We need to figure out how to make a bunch of ballots.
That's a step you didn't think about.
Well, While they're sitting there having this conversation in their heads, I lean over to one of the others. Do they often stare into each other's eyes like this?
I kind of lost them. Hey, we need to talk, and then they started staring blankly at each other, so I couldn't read lips after that.
Do they often do this? They are having a very intimate moment here. They've been locked in eye contact for quite a while now. As an outside observer, this would look really awkward. I've heard you speak in my head before, so I would probably figure it out, but it's taken me a minute.
And Ronan, I know you're against Rajin running for campaign, but just hear me out. This is actually a good opportunity for our tavern, because if he becomes the speaker, think about all the free booze we can get.
Giving away booze for free is hardly a way to run a business.
No, a
Discount.
Let me put it this way. If he is giving us the booze, the town is not making money. If this town does not make money, he will not last very long as speaker, will he?
Well, that's because we call it a smear campaign. I think that's what you people call it. So basically, that's how we get paid. Because politicians have to get paid, right?
I figured our prior adventures would help you realize that I have not much taste for politics.
I don't either, but this is fucking hilarious to me.
That's how I like to picture this interaction going.
Oh, yeah. That's what I just started busting a gut for. That's why you guys heard that stifled little squeaky coming from me.
Oh shit.
I mean, realistically, Nickel is acting like he's very into this, but he's actually not at all into it. But it might be an interesting ride.
Oh, I would love to hear Targ's fucking opinion on this.
Oh my god, dude, he's so great.
For a moment there, he was online on Discord for just a second. I saw it. Yeah.
I hope he's watching the stream.
Okay, so how are we going to get ballots?
I think it may be important to scope out your competition more than anything. If you guys do a little interest in seeing Shandar's house going around there, it's kind of a dump. Like, you know the type of trailer trash that has like a toilet seat on their front yard? And like
take
maybe a
offense
pink
to that.
Man.
Hey, you know what? I
live
grew
in a
up.
trailer, man.
I grew up in a single and a double wide, so I can say
I'm
this
living in a
shit.
single wide right now.
I can totally say this shit.
Man.
I am redneck through and through, so.
Until we got the new owners of this fucking park, I could have probably fucking seen a toilet sitting out in someone's yard.
Yeah,
out here.
I know the type. There's like 24 packs of Natty Lights that are empty. Most of the
last
cans
year
are
we
in
got
a
a new
pile.
owner. This place has been looking up ever since.
That's kind of what Shandar's
There's always-
house looks like
there's always-
approaching it.
There's always children's toys for like no reason. Like they
Children's toys,
Yeah.
but they're all sun bleached. It don't
Yeah.
look like
Yep.
they've ever been used.
Yeah, they just sit. Nobody ever moves them.
Oh, they were there when we moved in.
Oh,
Or-
God.
Yeah, them kids, when they have babies, they pass it on.
So, Rajin suggests we all go over and meet our competition. Yes.
I would actually like to provide an alternative. I may be able to provide you with some information if I'm able to talk with them. I have a few tricks up my sleeve. As I say that, I go and my appearance starts to shift and change as my hair grows long and shaggy, and I get a few inches shorter. My eyes go from black to blue as I turn and disguise myself as a young human male. I'm like, in a totally different accent. He says, "Hello, my name is Danny."
Oh my
I may be able to provide you some.
And you all act like I'm strange. What the fuck was that?
Well, I have many unique skills that I have not gotten a chance to show you.
All right, not so fancy shoes. This is your job now.
And my clothes completely change with me.
He doesn't even have real shoes.
Why I said not so fancy shoes.
I'm gonna walk up to the old rundown trailer.
This kind of sunken in cabin. You can smell like a lingering scent of old tobacco, sunken in stale ale or mead around that has that kind of sour smell to it.
Remind me, what was it? What was the how did that person we were talking to previously describe him?
A little bit of reckless and a blowhard, but good people when you get down to it.
Okay.
I think as y'all are taking in here for getting a view, there doesn't seem much activity in the house. There's a few windows out towards the front. Not any tinfoil in them, but probably some kind of yellowish stained curtains on the inside.
All right, I'm going to walk up to the door and
I'll rap at the door here and wait patiently. How long do you wait?
just a few minutes.
And there's no reply.
Knock again.
I hear. Not seeing anything, but as you guys kind of start to look around, I think Maldron with this 20 passive, you notice that someone's like passed out asleep in the adjacent room to the door here. They have a smattering of mead bottles around them that appear to be empty and kind of strewn about themselves and the floor.
Nobody seems to be answering. Oh well.
Leave a
I
note.
return.
What's up? What's up?
I was saying that I returned to the group, and you suggested I leave a note.
Yeah, leave a note.
Does anybody have any paper?
I mean, should we maybe not just like look around anyway? Maybe we find something.
Pretty bad. I mean, can you just write on one of the the things are laying around his front lawn and just
There's snow all over the ground. I'll carve out just pee it into the snow.
Nicole, you wanna have a look around? He said.
I mean, I'm recommending it.
You can certainly have a little peep in there. I don't think. I mean, the house is pretty still, so.
I mean, can I look in like a window? I'm kind of short.
Yeah, absolutely. You can kind of get up on your tippy toes. I mean, the house is short. Like the door itself is maybe like 4.5 feet tall at most. The knobs are roughly 2 feet off the ground. So short people live here. If anything, our human friend and Rajin, the heroic here, may have to be kind of bending down compared to the other people. Looking in the window, you see kind of a furniture set up like a parlor. There's like a really grungy looking love seat or a couch and 2 chairs adjacent to a fireplace. Probably like a staircase off in the distance, adjacent kind of in the central area where the main door is. And this person looks to be dwarvish that's on the couch. And they are thoroughly passed out, snoring loudly. They have quite a few tattoos on them.
let everyone know that he's passed out on the couch.
Start banging on the door like you're a guard.
I have an idea to potentially get some dirt on him, but I need to be able to like see him better than through a window.
What is your plan?
Well, I can go in his mind and kind of figure out his dirty secrets. And then we would just have to find proof of whatever I find to be like, hey, this guy is terrible, don't vote for him.
I like that idea. The only thing standing in between that and the goal would be a door.
I am going
Yeah,
to
so
back
I
my
mean I could open the door, Raj can probably open the door. Like we could get in if we want to do this.
Use thieves' tools to pick the lock.
Absolutely. Why don't you give me a thieves' tools check with a dexterity as your modifier? We'll see how
Alright.
that goes.
I'm
pat him
going
on
to
the back.
use,
I'm giving you bardic inspiration.
Even better.
and I'm going to impose my lucky for the first time.
Ooh, getting real fancy with it, huh?
Yeah. 2 good rolls. And then the inspiration. Well, do I need it?
You got a 22. I don't think you need
That's a good sleight of hand. You would normally use for next time, use your thieves' tools. But we'll take that roll as it stands at 18. It's going to get you in regardless of your modifiers. Sleight of hand is like if you're stealing something out of somebody's pockets.
Well,
So
I don't
you-
have a thieves' tools option.
Yeah, you do. It's in your
In your
inventory. It's like an item
Inventory?
you can use.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
kind of like you're using a weapon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
But so you gingerly pop this lock open, and are you going in, Nikel? Are you going in? How are we doing this?
I mean I would probably need to go in to be able to see him to cast the spell.
Quietly.
So
Door is definitely open. You've got a clear, unadjusted view, or unfettered view, I should say.
okay, well I will try to quietly go in. I mean, I'm assuming if we were knocking and stuff and he didn't get up, he's probably not going to wake up easily anyway. But I'm still going to be quiet. I'm still going to be quiet.
Absolutely, it like reeks of mead in here, so he may not be so much asleep, but passed out drunk.
Okay. Let me make sure they being unconscious wouldn't matter.
What are we using
Maybe he's a
explicitly?
little drunk. Is mine.
Yeah, I'm guessing detect thoughts. I mean, well, have we? I mean, I guess have we had a rest? I guess since we're like in town and.
I'd kind of play it on like y'all could be doing this the next day because the election is usually 2 days after y'all come back. So there's like a day of prep if y'all wanted some.
I mean the level up gave me another spell slot too, so
Yeah.
I guess in theory I have one. Okay, so I would be just casting detect thoughts. I didn't put it in the chat. So it'd be a wisdom save.
Pretty sure someone unconscious can't make a save, if I'm not mistaken, or at least in this case. So
So I'd be able to kind of go in and try to find what I want.
PM used some stuff.
I'd want to kind of specifically look for something that would be like bad for other people to know. You know, dirty little secret stuff.
Well, it may be easier for me to pull you in a room real quick. You mind if we do that?
Sure.
Anyone seen the meme I put? Rajin's appearing large is just a nickname. Changed my mind.
I love it.
Oh my god. I was gonna say, like, why don't we just, like, pretend that he's working with the giants, stealing all the fucking booze?
I mean, oh,
I mean,
That's
that's
another
not.
thought.
It's not a terrible idea.
it's not.
But this is out of character. What the hell do I know? I don't know how to work with extortion.
I'm.
Problem is, we'd have to get evidence.
Yeah.
No, the remedy is the experience, is its dangerous liaison.
Oh man.
This is so good. I love it. This is so awesome. I didn't think it would turn out like this.
This is definitely going to be one of the highlights of the campaign. That's for
Oh
sure.
my god.
Oh yeah.
If he gets elected,
What a
holy
part of
shit.
this.
We got the game. We got it. We got a voice.
Also, for everybody that is able to hear me right now, and when they get back, I'll tell them to. If I'm not able to continue playing in this campaign with you guys, any of my loot is up for grabs. Anything I have is up for grabs.
Okay. I
So this
mean,
wand, if I decide that I'm not going to be able to continue, or something happens, the wand is up for grabs.
for sure.
Ugh.
Probably the only person who would probably take it would be Nickel. I can't do it with wands. I hope you don't go. You've been fucking awesome.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to afford to keep playing, and I have my own campaign I run on Sundays, so
For sure.
I may be able to jump in every now and then, but that's just depending on the scheduling for my other campaign. I actually had to postpone a session because I'm here tonight.
You're back. Done
Okay,
discussing
so-
a dream sequence.
Yeah, okay, so I'll leave the house and I'll get everybody together kind of where nobody'd be able to hear us. Basically I saw that he is in some bad gang type thing with a bunch of other dwarves where they beat people up and stuff, and they have little pet flying snake things, and he goes to Targos a lot to see some lady who apparently is very important to him and the
Not a
people he's
lady,
with.
but rather a male.
Well, okay, a person. Yeah, he goes to Targos to see a person that he seems like she's probably in charge of whatever weird thing he's in, and it's a lot of stuff that probably wouldn't be good.
This person also had, we'll call him like Gargoth or something. He is not Shandar. But there is some reverence in the dwarven figures that you saw that Shandar would be in this group.
Yeah, I don't really know necessarily how to prove any of this stuff. I mean, I guess his tattoos seem to have connections to the stuff I was seeing So, like, maybe if we could point out that his tattoos are connected to these people, like, there's probably somebody in town that would understand what that is.
That's true, but the thing is, we don't know if he's the only one by himself here in this town. Could be more than one. So we got to be careful who we talk to.
And Olivessa told you he lives with 5 of his friends.
Yeah, so I saw some other dwarves, so it'd be the 5 there, so...
Oh, okay. Best avoid those 5 dwarves then.
I mean, would I know what you told me what the group was? Would I have any way to, like, would I know that at all, or?
He came from...
I was originally a Neverwinter and then traveled around.
yeah, I mean, they have a huge influence in any of the major cities, so... It's, even, especially with Neverwinter and their reconstruction, I mean, they've had to deal with them in the past, trying to usurp and get a clutch of power in there while they can. So I would say you've had some run-ins, or at least, like, in the same sense, the notoriety of, like, the Harpers or, you know, the Lord's Alliance, anything like that.
Okay, so I would know. It's a group that they basically they come in and they establish themselves and then try to, like, take power, and then once they do, basically if he gets to be the speaker, he would be, like, funneling off mead to his people at, like, the expense of the town, like, worse than what Raj wants to do.
My God, he's a monster.
Yeah,
Makes Rajin looks like an angel.
Yeah, he would basically, like, he would divert, like, everything he could to them rather than to helping the town and stuff.
So I turn to Maldra, turn to Rose. See, now Rajin has to run.
I mean, well, somebody has to run. Somebody has to run to beat this guy. Maybe not necessarily Rajin, but somebody.
Do we know?
I mean, not necessarily one of us. Sorry, one of us even.
Because I believe we mentioned it earlier in the. Do we know anybody in this town who's not only a resident of this town, but is significantly more qualified to run it fairly?
Rajin.
And the people's voice is Olivessa. That's who they want. Like, the more newcomers siding with the labor force want Shander.
Well, give me enough time to study the person that the best fit, and I can probably run for them.
I mean, I think either we should put behind to try to get her to win, or try to get one of us to win, and then, since we can't be here all the time, like, basically put her in charge while we're not here.
Just make sure there's little ties behind that. Maybe give us a discount on some mead.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the best way to, like, start your, like, political career, by, like, making, like, weird pacts like that. Hey, get me elected and I'll help you. But it might work.
We make weird pacts like that all the time where I'm from.
It's usually the norm.
Yeah, perhaps.
What direction would y'all like to go? Do y'all want to get Rajin elected, or y'all want to try and force Duvessa? Or not Duvessa, Olivessa, excuse me.
It's so hard to decide.
I mean, I would be...
Like I said, I want to get the resident of... It's like, I am not going for Rajin, but I will absolutely try to do what's in the best interest of these people.
Yeah, I'm more fine getting her elected was because, like, we're not going to be staying in this town.
Exactly.
Gee. So Rajin's friends are traitors.
I mean, if we can talk to her and get a discount, it's the same thing.
I believe it just
Because-
means your friends would like you to stick with them instead of leaving them to run an entire town by yourself.
Rajin can do it.
Like
Yes, but
Lonelywood for our tavern is a long ways away.
Unless you have to go to monthly speaker meetings at the end of the month.
Would your friends really be able to survive without you, Rajin?
Fine. Have it your way.
I think the thing is too, if we try to get her elected, she already has a support base. If we try to get you elected, we have to try to change everyone's mind, which is much harder.
It is much easier to get somebody who they know to be accepted than a total stranger who just came in out of the woods.
Well, if that is the plan, we can certainly roll with it.
So, I mean, should we go talk to her? Do people, we want to go talk to her and see if we can get a discount if we help her? Or do we just want to, help for nothing?
You could always try to find some way to earn that discount. I'd say with the help we've all done dealing with the giant creatures in the cave and returning their mead, along with helping with the campaign to get them elected, you may be able to work something out. They
You're
would
all
definitely
fired, by the way.
I mean, I think either way we need to we at least need to make sure that other guy doesn't get elected, because if that happens, then there won't be any meat for us at all, because he'll fuck the whole town basically.
Exactly.
So it's just at this point we pretty much have to just make sure he doesn't get elected, no matter who else gets elected.
What if we catch him trying to stuff the ballot box?
I mean, we might be able to do. We could try to frame him, but we might not need to. We could, his tattoos kind of indicate who he is. If people in the town would be aware of that, if we could make sure people saw them and pointed them out.
I think if you were discussing this, Rowan, I mean, you're from Waterdeep. You, especially in noble society, these are considered brutish thugs that are unscrupulous in terms of their dealings and wheelings here. I think you would kind of get a hint, especially about the winged serpents, the tattoos, all of that, who they're kind of beating in on. Does any of that ring a bell for you? Like as a player, Road?
Doesn't ring a bell for me as a player, but I will say that it does seem like, again, with my previous history, I would have heard unsavory things, and throughout the town, I could probably at least get the word out about this, leave some hints on where to find some of this information that we've come up with. And at the same time, try to figure out a way for him to, because I know that the best way to influence the election is to force him to expose himself, or trick him into exposing himself, and that would be my
Your approach there.
Yeah, that would be my approach.
Okay.
There may be stuff in his house that would expose him too if we looked around more. We didn't look around. We just went in and cast a spell on him and left.
Hey, I could go back to the drawing board, kind of come up with a little bit more plans, attempt to go back there and gain access a little bit later. We want to do that.
We're gonna go back in his house at one point. I might have some idea.
And kind of out of character, kind of pulling back here at the thread. Anybody know who the Zentarim is? The Zentarim?
Look at my
The what?
Talking like in the same order, the harbors and whatnot. This is a pretty famous faction. And kind of like background information, you may need to be able to put this all together. They're like a spy network. They're mercenaries that like dig into culture and try to siphon resources off for their own profit and gain. So their presence in here and their interest in good mead is like dubious at best. That if people pick up on this, you know these guys are like bad news bears, basically. And armed with this information, you could certainly kind of talk to Olivessa and a little bit more prominent members in town and bring it to their attention.
I think we probably would do that. What do you think?
We could also try and disseminate the information as rumors and hearsay amongst the populace. Spread distrust.
Absolutely.
Whisper campaign.
Absolutely. Well, I think if you guys kind of work the populace throughout the night and your day here, bunk down with the meadery, we've kind of put Olivessa at the forefront here, bolstering her. You guys should catch your long rest overnight, sitting in the meadery, to fill your bellies with whatever sustenance they can get across here. And as a thank you, you guys could basically stay around here whenever you want. So go ahead and give yourselves a long rest. Bunking down. As y'all are waking up the next morning, there's kind of a bit of a cacophony that's coming from the inside of the mead hall here. Gonna take about 5 minutes or so, get dressed, get on out there. And, as you guys kind of get into where the action is, there's a crowd of people that are kind of pressed against the central barrels here, kind of cowering in fear. And these rather thuggish individuals are all around threatening them with the blades when suddenly a brave dwarven figure comes through the door and says aloud, "No, not today, knaves! Not by my name as Shandar! You will not threaten this village!" And just comes with the most theatric Power Rangers style scripted combat, going around deftly dodging out of this guy's with these thugs' blades and running them through, but basically sticking it in their armpit type of thing.
Raj is just like, oh, now I get it. Genius.
He eventually kicks all 8 of their asses to the point where they're running, and he kind of turns into the crowd and says, "Good meters, have no fear. Your loyal hero, Shaddar, is here."
Okay. Raj wants to create a silent image of one of the unconscious thugs, and
oh no, they're fully conscious and like running up the door basically. None of them actually get to the point of being unconscious.
Okay.
Sorry, something really loud was going on.
Raj is gonna create a silent image of one of those thugs running back in the door. Oh wait, hold on. 1 second. Oh no, I can't.
Is it
Never mind.
possible? Can I see one of the thugs if we're by a window?
And then by a window, they're probably going out of like one of the main exits,
Okay.
unabated.
Um,
Never mind. I
want to
forgot
say
my
something. I
silent
want to say
image can't
something
talk.
to Nickel or Hugh. Hey, why don't we stop one of the thugs leaving? Because they got to be in on it. From my passive perception, because we saw one of the knives go underneath an armpit or whatever, right? That we
Yeah,
said?
absolutely. None of these guys are bleeding. None of them look beat up.
Get him.
Did you land on something with that silent image, Raj?
No, never mind.
Okay.
I was gonna do something, but the silent image cannot make sounds, so
Ah, fair.
Right.
Kind of in the name silent image.
But
I can actually cover that with minor illusion.
What kind of sound was he trying to make with the silent image?
I was going to make it look like one of the thugs run back in and be like, "So when are we getting paid?"
Oh.
I mean-
All you want is attention drawn to it, right?
Yeah.
Well, that and like you may have to actually make the vocalizations because they
Okay.
can't make noises.
No. Here was my question because let me check, but I do believe I have prestidigitation,
Yep, that would work.
which can
And I
make
have minor
a noise.
illusion.
Yeah, I can certainly string a bunch of illusions together to make this happen.
I mean, if you want to do that, we literally watch Hugh turn into a different person. He could probably just become one of them and walk back in.
Yeah, I was thinking I could do that too.
I like all those ideas, honestly, guys. You want to roll with them?
Let's do it.
Sure, like I said,
I can.
I'll prestidigitate an attention-grabbing noise near the area you need it.
I mean, is Hugh going to step out and come back in as a different person, or like how are we doing an illusion?
Head out, and then duck
Okay,
into it.
when he heads out, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna yell out, be like, "Hey, weren't those your roommates?"
These are all humans, so he calls it back. No, my roommates are dwarves, silly young one. No, these thugs were humans, bandits. Must have been.
Why doesn't your sword have any blood on it when you stabbed him?
I wiped it clean.
With what?
I change my appearance, and I come busting back in. And I'm like, "Hey, when are we getting paid?"
One of y'all give me an insight check for this guy.
Probably modern.
Before I come back in, I want to cast.
Character.
I impose disadvantage.
Let's see. I'll do it, boys. Let's see. Yeah, 15.
Yeah, the best way I could describe him is like shit your pants, Luke, that type of thing. He looks shocked. And you see him almost make this eye motion, like get out of here.
Keep
What are you doing with your eyes, boss?
It's like, who are you calling boss, vile knave?
Well,
Get out of here before I mop the floor with you.
Oh, are we doing another little skit here, boss? Sorry.
People are like, what the hell's going on here? They're kind of looking around. What?
Can I use my enthralling performance and have some of the people, like, just believe it?
Oh yeah, I'm down with this.
Okay, they will need to make a wisdom save against it, though, some of the people around.
Take a law of average here. How about this? Wow. Some shitty averages. But given the moment here, I think overall people are questioning what's going on more than anything. People are like, yeah, Shander, what's he talking about getting paid? Yeah, he's talking like he works with you. What's going on? Some little seeds of doubt that are kind of flowing through the crowd here.
All right, Shander, give it up.
Shander, what's up with the tattoos? Do we see them?
No, he's fully covered up. He's like, I ain't got tattoos.
Tell you what,
At this point, Maldrin is going to cast a level 2 Zone of Truth.
I would also like to. I can now make my mage hand invisible, and it doesn't take any components, so I can do it without anybody knowing. And I wanted to try to have my mage hand start like stealing his jacket.
Okay.
So he's got to make that charisma save.
Fail out.
Yeah.
tell around these good people here at Goodmead how much of an asshole you are. And also, you've been, it was all an act, wasn't it?
He's like, I'm not. He can't make the words out.
You see,
Sorry, I'm kind of a dick.
fair enough. You see, good people, I am a cleric. And
He
what
kinda
I just did,
holds his mouth or his hands over his mouth, shocked what just came out of him.
what I just did right now, ladies and gentlemen, is I cast Zone of Truth. He can't even speak. So, he's all lying to
I can
you.
speak.
Rajin just gets up on the table and like does like the Captain Morgan stance, and he's just like, "This is why you should all vote for Rajin, the purring liar." Don't worry, it's just a nickname.
I'm gonna slip out the door and just be like, I seem to have made a mistake, and just
Do we probe any deeper? Do we ask him anything else here before we turn him
Nico,
asunder
you can
to the
ask him.
crowd?
What you saw. Tell the good people what you saw.
I'll be like, yeah. So what do you have to say about being a part of the was it the Zentarum?
He just blurts out. He's like, I work for Speaker Nairth, and like covers his mouth again. At this point, he's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm leaving.
Stop him.
He starts like trying to hustle out the door. The crowds are kind of converging on him.
Raj is gonna run into the circle and like grab him and just say, "Not so fast."
Some people are like, Speaker Nairth? Ain't that the one in Targos?
So this Targos, that's an interesting thing.
Also known as Speaker Nairth Maxil Dinar. Foundry for that name.
Yeah, so the speaker of stars is a problem then.
Raj got to make a save in the circle.
I think it maybe more on. I picture you off with the group versus like him on his standalone here. But you guys have,
I think.
at this point, you've successfully humiliated this guy and exposed the truth. He, depending on what you want to do, lock him up. That's entirely up to you all.
This man.
I'll leave it up. I leave it up to the people, you, the people.
I have one more thing to kind of get back to it. Sorry for the. Is there any other event you want to do for this particular moment right here?
I think we did a good deed in Goodmead.
We're obviously getting him arrested.
Yeah.
yeah. As Rajin grabs him up and has a hold on him. I'm going to come back through the door and I'm going to hold my cane up. But as I do, the wood kind of just peels away and turns to the purple dust, and it reveals a rapier in its place.
Oh
I'm
shit!
just pointing it at his throat.
I think would easily be able to get this guy under arrest before he could do anything too terribly much. The last little bit to kind of put a bow on it tonight, y'all would probably get your barrel of mead and head back to Lonelywood because you do have your inn opening in quite a quick amount of time. Y'all are turning a page for the module here, and we're kind of entering a new threshold of power, a new basis for the group. They're going from the 1 to 4 arc to the 4 to 8 arc, and I guess one of the things I want to do is show you guys that we have our finished inn. Which, Hugh, I know if there is any interest in DMing online, this is one of those maps that kind of shows you some of the crazy shit you can do. But you get you all in and at least exploring around. We'll talk about the actual semantics of y'all getting back from Lonelywood, or rather to Lonelywood, for your inn opening during the week here. May take a minute to zone in, because there's a few things working. This. And this is what the ram shadow looks like after it's all fixed up here.
That's you.
Bless you.
Man, allergies have been kicking my ass all day.
You may want to go around the perimeter of the building if you're chugging it all, because the light sources can be kind of crazy with the windows. Did I get... Q, did you get loaded in? You probably don't have a light source. There you go.
Taking a second to load in, because
Yeah. It's having to think.
and my computer is like, bro, you are asking a lot.
Oh yeah, this may be a lot. In Foundry, you can actually make battle maps in 3D.
That's beautiful.
So this map, if you guys use any of the stairs on the left and the right, you can go upstairs, and visibly anyone that's still in the center here, like an example, I'll put these 3 kobolds, you can actually see from the upstairs when they're down there.
This is like high end shit. This is too much for us. We don't deserve this.
Yes, we do.
Got a nice central bed chamber on the north there to sleep everyone. And this is at the point.
The garlic's so huge, it's bigger than me.
Oh no, those are like onions or pumpkins or something like that.
Look like onions. You're huge though. The apples are fucking huge. You got giant sized apples.
And you got some produce. You got your fancy ass cauldron over here.
That's awesome.
I mean, this is kind of the basis where y'all can start taking some of that money. Y'all can make profession rooms.
Where is
add
our
on to this.
where's our mount? Or the head that the moose. Where did we put that?
Oh, I need to Yeah, I need to get y'all a graphic for that. I forget about that. Now I need to actually put a note to add that in here.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, but there is a wall missing
Really? Which one?
right here. So it'll let me tag it right there. I can see both of those rooms if I go in.
Get in there and see what's going on.
Like I can see both rooms.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, there is one missing there. Sorry.
There's a PP.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't really matter. Just letting you
That's
know.
charge extra for that.
Fixed. But yeah, y'all we want to start thinking about some projects and things like that. We're gonna have a little opening party next session. Oh yeah. We'll talk about what's coming next and down the pipeline. I'm gonna get you guys a downtime sheet going. It's like a Google sheet. You just go in there and drag and drop and kind of explain if y'all ever want to take downtime, what you want to do during downtime. But a lot of this next chapter is going to focalize on this end. As it's written, I'm just supposed to turn y'all loose. That is incredibly stupid to me. So I kind of basing. Because the 1 to 4 arc in this chapter is all about you, in my opinion, like getting yourselves established, looking around 10 towns, getting into trouble, that kind of thing. Now that you guys have a base, like people are supposed to know you in this town. They're supposed to recognize you. You guys are becoming notorious for helping certain towns. Other towns that you haven't helped probably don't like you too much at this point. Like there's been some growth there, and the fact that you're supposed to catch all these interesting things that are going to start coming to you based off of your rumors and your clout with 10 towns. It just seems kind of dumb to me to not have y'all centralized or have somewhere that you're actively working in the society with. The whole book basically sets y'all up to own an end but doesn't tell you to run an end. So it's like here's a pot that makes food all as you want. Oh, you got to go take care of the speaker. Oh, here's a house that one of the speakers in Lonelywood conveniently gives you, but it's not livable. The bricks are there. So I think tying it all into the end and having people come to you with their problems maybe a little bit more central to the story at this point. But yeah. That's what we're getting into. You guys can make a Fortress of Solitude from this. But I think that's probably a good point to kind of wrap up on the night is, talk amongst yourselves, see what y'all want to do to expand on this, see if you want to throw some money into it and throw some investment. Somebody like Rowan, you can certainly take Taylor's tools here and build yourself a little workshop and be able to produce garments on your downtime to sell.
Oh, absolutely plan on that. Like I said, made some mental notes during one of the other sessions. Got a gift ready. Got a gift ready for one of our frequent visitors.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to stop it tonight, guys. Show that we finished up with the interesting little bits. I will say one last bit. Nickel and sorry, I'm blanking because I'm so tired. Hugh there. You guys, when y'all sleep, you two explicitly have a horrific nightmare about a lady in a headdress that's chasing you through like a corn maze, eternally throwing things and trying to kill you. And as such, you two don't get the benefit of a long rest.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And
Hey.
I fucking knew it. There was a catch.
always a catch, y'all.
Uh,
But good job tonight, guys. I hope you had fun.
What
Thanks
a great
for coming
first
through.
half. Seriously. Holy shit.
Paula, I did let them know that if I'm not able to continue playing in the campaign, if I'm not able to jump back in at any point, then any of my magic items that I have were up for grabs.
Absolutely, sir. We'll make that happen.
And also, I would definitely love to join back in at some point down the line, but I run my own games on Sunday, so it'll probably be like if I'm having to postpone because of scheduling conflicts, I may message you and say, "Hey, I can probably join this weekend on this game."
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I can do like a float 7th. I do that
Yeah.
in a few campaigns, and
Oh.
it works real easy for you to tag along in the episodic nature of this module. So
And if you guys need a entertainer for your tavern, you have one.
there you go. That's usually another good thing I love about the tavern is, there is attrition in long games, and as people leave, like it's sometimes just a nice thing to park them at the tavern and have them working alongside you guys passively in the long haul. So, little stepping stone memories. But yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna
keep
go.
like 10% of the gold that I earn.
He's
Well, go to the tavern.
he's building up that glam model money right there, trying to go on tour. But that's where we'll leave off tonight, guys. I hope you all had fun. Thanks for sticking it out.
Super
Thanks
fun.
for doing
I
it with
had a
my
lot of
sleepy
fun.
ass. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's what I'm here for. So
Thank you for having me, guys.
no, it was a pleasure having you. You were great initially here. So yeah, I'm gonna head out and probably go to bed, y'all. So y'all have a great night.
Right.
You too, man.
Nice, sir.
Good night, guys.
Later, y'all.
See you later, guys.